What's going on, everybody? I'm Scott Oots. Today, we're going to talk to you about the value of a mastermind. I started my business back in 2015. I joined my first mastermind early 2016. No idea what to expect. I signed up for this thing. I dropped about $15,000 to go be in this room.
You serious?
And as I did that, I walked into this room the first time. There's about 30 people in there. And I just felt overwhelmed, right? I walked in, I'm like, man, I'm newer. All these people are so much better than me. I feel like I am the dumbest guy in the room. And at that point, I looked at it and I'm like, I don't want to be this. I want to be the best person in the room. As this mastermind started, we all took our seats. Again, I had no idea what to expect. I was told to bring a presentation on what my business has done and where I want my business to go. At this point in time, I didn't even really think of it as having a business. I looked at it like I just had something that was making me money. I didn't know where this possibly could go. I figured it'd be me and my wife working this business for the next 5 years, right? So we start our presentations, and in there, I'm realizing that, man, these people aren't as far ahead of me as I thought. They're presenting their businesses, and I'm like, wow, we're actually around the same level. This is really cool. But there's some people that were presenting that I was like, man, these guys are somebody I want to strive to be. And I started realizing as everyone was chiming in, answering questions of the presenter, and it became more of a group effort. I said, well, I really like this. I like how I am in a room of people that are doing exactly what my business model is. And they were helping each other through questions. And if someone said, oh, I'm considering doing this mail piece, someone else would jump in and say, well, hey, I did that one and here's the results that I had. And honestly, they weren't that good. Or, hey, here's the results I had and that one was awesome, but try this text on it instead. Basically, the value that I was getting out of this was I was finding that I was avoiding multiple mistakes I was already planning on putting into place, right? I was planning on putting processes in place, and these guys are like, whoa, don't do that. Try this instead. I think overall, the years that I've been in masterminds, it has saved me potentially millions of dollars in mistakes. And it has potentially 3 to 5 times my business within a couple months of attending my first mastermind. Now, what's crazy is fast forward from that mastermind in 2016 to 2020. I'm not in the same mastermind I was in at that time because you do outgrow a mastermind. But I have honestly the most valuable relationships I have ever had coming out of that. Still people I talk to today. These are people that I call if I need help getting through a situation, because everyone thinks we all got it figured out, right? Oh, Scott's business has grown. Scott's got it all figured out. He knows what he's doing. No, I'm still growing to the next level. And I still have so many goals ahead that I want to do. And that makes me still continue to be a part of a mastermind today. I'm part of actually 2 masterminds now, but I'm still talking to those original people, my friends from that original mastermind. Now, people talk about virtual masterminds versus in-person masterminds. I am all about in-person masterminds because you go sit in a room with people from 9 to 5, right? But most people don't think about the 5 to 9. So you sit and you listen to people present all day. You learn a lot of stuff, but when you walk out of that room at 5 p.m., you go and build better relationships than that 9 to 5 time frame. And let me explain why. You go sit at the bar of the hotel you're at, and you sit and have a drink, and you're talking to someone that you didn't really spend a lot of time with within the mastermind group. And you start realizing, wow, this person's got a lot of knowledge. You're building relationships that honestly you would never think you would have built. You're meeting people you never would have met without that mastermind. And I started finding out as I'd go to these, man, I'd sleep before I'd leave because I'd be up at 7 a.m. to have breakfast and then be in the room by 9. And then when it ended at 5, I would be up till 2 in the morning with these people, sitting and just talking business. And the value that I got from that is something that honestly, I can't put a price tag on. Yes, I paid for the 9 to 5, but the bonus was the additional time in the evening. And it's a really good time. And the amount of knowledge that comes out of things like that is absolutely amazing. Now, let's circle back to when I said I walked in, I'm like, man, I'm newer. All these people are so much better than me. I feel like I am the dumbest guy in the room. And I really didn't want to be the dumbest guy in the room. I really wanted to be the smart guy in the room. No, after years in business, I finally realized this. I want to be in a mastermind with people that are 20 times better than me. I want to be in a mastermind with people that I can look up to and people that can help me get to that next level. I want to be the dumbest guy in the room. I want to have the smallest business in the room. Those people that are in that room are people I can look up to. The latest mastermind I joined, I am the dumbest guy in the room. At least I feel like I am. And it feels fantastic because I am able to sit and talk to people that have businesses that I am striving to even meet a fraction of their income. But you're gonna say, wow, wait, I can't add any value to these people, so I can't just take. A mastermind is all about give and take, right? You have to also be providing things. There are things I do in my business that have still surprised people that have businesses that do 20 times the revenue as mine. So when you look at this, the smallest little thing that you don't realize is something special surprises somebody else. And you add value to other people through some of those things that you wouldn't even think of in your head as, oh, people need to know this. And that is something that I love doing. I want to add value to everybody in my life. And I want to make sure that when I talk to somebody, I really want to try to help them accomplish another goal. That is so important to me. And being part of these masterminds is so beneficial. So as you get ready to grow your business, now, okay, let me step back. Don't join a mastermind and drop $10,000, $15,000 on day one. Watch free YouTube videos. Start doing some deals. Because a mastermind, in my opinion, is not gonna help you get your first deal. A mastermind is gonna help take what you did to get your first deal, your second deal, your third deal, and it's gonna help you figure out how to grow that into a business versus a hobby. So don't say, hey, I wanna be in real estate wholesaling, and tomorrow you jump out, you drop 15 grand on a mastermind, that was your marketing budget, and now you got no money to spend on your business. Do not do that. Do not do that. Make sure that you actually have income coming in. Use that income to join your mastermind, but do not spend your marketing budget on your mastermind. Then you'll start seeing the return of that very quickly. Now, keep in mind, most masterminds are in specific locations. Don't spend all your money on the mastermind, then you can't afford to hop on a plane, afford the hotel, and afford your food while you're there. You need to be able to have that money set aside. It's called savings, very simple. So when you have your wholesale fees come in, set aside some money as your mastermind money. This is the money you're gonna use to join your mastermind. Now, there are a lot of different masterminds out there. Don Costa has a really good mastermind. I highly recommend it. We'll drop the website address for you guys. So if you guys want to check that out, I highly recommend Don. He has a very popular podcast called Flip Talk Podcast. So that's a really good one to be in. Don knows his stuff. He's grown a business. He's actually in his business every day. That's one thing to be careful of when you join these things. Almost interview the person you're joining with. Are they still in the business, or did they stop this business 20 years ago to start coaching and they don't know what's going on? They're getting secondhand information. So make sure you interview that person you're joining that with. Some of these people that have had masterminds in the past have never been in the business.
What?
Let me repeat that. Some of these people that have had masterminds in the past have never been in the business.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
They just have a really good knowledge of the business, but they've never physically implemented it to check those boxes to see if their advice works. So interview those people. Sean Terry, man, Flip to Freedom. He was my mentor. He was a mastermind I was in. And Sean is just overall a genuine guy. He is in his business every single day, but he wants to strive to make people better. Sean's got a mastermind as well. There are quite a few of them out there. I know there's some virtual masterminds. Jamie Woolsey's got some virtual masterminds out there. If you're not quite ready for that in-person one, check that out. I mean, if virtual is the way you want to go, that's fantastic. The only thing I don't like about virtual is you don't get that evening time to sit and have those conversations, but you do get the rest of it. All of those are good opportunities just because you're getting yourself to the next level. Just make sure when you put yourself into the next level, it's somebody that you vetted to help you get there. The last thing you want to do is drop 20 grand on a mastermind, then you find out the person you just sent your money to's never done a deal. He sells cars on the weekends at Honda. I mean, you don't want to get yourself into that situation. So a mastermind will literally 10, 20x your business. I owe a lot of my growth to being in that room. So check them out. I highly recommend a mastermind. The value is something that I can try to preach here as much as possible, but you will not know it until you sit in the room and physically see the energy and the help that you are given from the moderators within that room. So hopefully this helped you guys out. Check out some masterminds. Again, do not start a mastermind if you have not done a deal. Start doing deals first. Save up that money to pay for that mastermind. Don't put it on a credit card. Pay for it through your real estate career. Anyways, hopefully this helped you guys out. We'll talk to you guys later.